Good evening, parents. The graduates are about to enter the hall. Please give them a round of applause.
Thank you everyone. Kindly remain seated. I would like to repeat the rules for the evening. Please maintain silence during the entire duration of the ceremony. All mobile phones are to be switched off or kept in silent mode. Please refrain from taking photos on your mobile phones. They will be made available through a professional photographer. The program is also being recorded and the YouTube link will be shared shortly so you can replay these precious moments. Thank you.
All of you, please maintain silence throughout the ceremony. All mobile phones are to be switched off or kept in silent mode. We are deeply honored to have with us this evening our esteemed chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. R. Ravi Kannan. Padma Shri Dr. R. Ravi Kannan is a renowned surgical oncologist, currently serving as the director of the Kachar Cancer Hospital and Research Center, Silchar, Assam. He is one of India's most respected surgical oncologists and healthcare reformers, widely admired for his extraordinary contributions to compassionate and accessible cancer care. He is an alumnus of Kendriya Vidyalaya, Tambaram. He completed his MBBS from Keelpak Medical College, Chennai. He pursued his Master of Surgery from Maulana Azad Medical College, New Delhi, and later completed his MCH in Surgical Oncology from the renowned Cancer Institute, Adayar, Chennai. He previously served as professor and head of surgical oncology at the Adayar Cancer Institute, where he earned recognition for his clinical excellence and dedication to patient care. In recognition of his invaluable service to society and healthcare, Dr. Ravi Kannan has received several prestigious honors, including the Padma Shri in 2020, the Raman Magsaysay Award in 2023, and the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Award for Social Impact.
In a remarkable and deeply inspiring decision, Padma Shri Dr. Ravi Kannan left behind a successful metropolitan medical career in 2007 and moved to Silchar, Assam, with a mission to rebuild and transform a struggling cancer hospital serving underserved communities in the northeast of India. Today, under his visionary leadership, the Kachar Cancer Hospital and Research Center has evolved into a nationally admired model for affordable, patient-centered cancer care. His efforts have transformed the institution into a comprehensive cancer care center providing surgery, radiation therapy, diagnostics, palliative care, outreach services, home care support, and research. What makes his work truly exceptional is his philosophy of compassionate healthcare. He strongly believes that healthcare systems must adapt to the realities of patients, ensuring dignity, empathy, and accessibility for all. His patient-first approach has helped countless families overcome barriers related to affordability, travel, nutrition, and accommodation during treatment. The leadership philosophy of Padma Shri Dr. R. Ravi Kannan is beautifully reflected in the simple yet powerful words. We do what we can, where we are, with what we have. His life and work stand as an inspiration to every young doctor present here today, reminding us that medicine is not merely about treatment, but about compassion, service, and reaching those who need care the most. We are deeply honored and privileged to have Padma Shri Dr. R. Ravi Kannan with us today. An announcement to the parents. The academic procession will be led by the Dean, Major General Dr. R. Ravi Kumar, AVSM, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal, accompanied by the Chairman, Director, Executive Director, and Heads of Department and other dignitaries. When the academic procession enters the hall, I request everyone to kindly rise and remain standing in silence. Please be seated once the dignitaries have taken their seats on the dais. Likewise, we request everyone to kindly stand in silence during the recession of the academic procession and remain standing until the procession exits the main hall.
Once again, we welcome you all to the second graduation reception ceremony of KMCH Institute of Health Sciences and Research. Today is a day of pride, joy, gratitude, and celebration. A day that honors years of hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and dedication. It is a milestone that marks not just the completion of academic training, but the beginning of a noble journey in the service of humanity. As we gather here to celebrate this memorable occasion, let us take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey these young doctors have undertaken, from classrooms and laboratories to clinics and wards, overcoming every challenge with determination and resilience.
A graduation reception ceremony is a celebration not only of academic excellence but also of perseverance, resilience, and commitment. Today, we recognize the achievements of our graduates who are ready to step into the world as compassionate healthcare professionals. This evening is not only about receiving degrees and accolades, it is about celebrating dreams fulfilled, friendships cherished, lessons learned, and futures waiting to unfold. To our graduates, may your journey ahead be filled with purpose, success, and meaningful service to humanity. We now await the arrival of our esteemed chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. R. Ravi Kannan, and the academic procession.
Good evening, everyone. The chief guest and other dignitaries are about to maintain silence during the entire duration of the ceremony. All mobile phones are to be switched off or kept in silent mode. Please refrain from taking photos on your mobile phones. Thank you. The academic procession is about to enter the hall. I request everyone to kindly rise and stand in silence. Good evening, everyone. we welcome you all to the second graduation reception ceremony of KMCH Institute of Health Sciences and Research, celebrating the remarkable graduating class of 2020. Now, to formally begin this graduation reception ceremony, may I request everyone to kindly rise for the Tamil Thai Valth.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடர்ந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தர்க்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணர்க்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிளமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you. Please be seated. I now invite our beloved chairman to kindly declare the graduation reception ceremony open.
I declare open the second graduation day of KMCH Institute of Health Sciences and Research. I invite the Dean to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening all. At the outset, I welcome all the new medical graduates and the proud parents in this auditorium. This day is a remarkable evening and it belongs to you all. It is my proud privilege to welcome our chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. R. Ravikannan, Director, Kachar Cancer Hospital and Research Center, Silchar, Assam, who's taken all the way a long journey to be amidst us today. Thank you, Dr. Ravikannan. A little about him. He is a senior surgical oncologist and besides Padma Shri Award in 2020 for his public health. He has been awarded the Raman Magsaysay Award in 2022, considered as the Nobel Prize of Asia. This is mainly for his public health involvement of providing community-supported, affordable oncological services to the underserved society in Assam. He is an inspiration to many and his presence today here as chief guest is befitting to initiate and induct the young medical graduates. I am sure the audio-video clip about our chief guest played earlier would have inspired all the young doctors. Next, I welcome our beloved chairman, Dr. Nallaji Palaniswamy sir, a doctor, a educationist and a philanthropist all put in one. He is the founder father of our institution, whose guidance and support has made us see today conducting the second graduation day. Thank you very much, sir. I welcome Dr. Purani Paniswamy, Director KMCH. Thank you, madam, for your kind presence despite your personal commitments. I welcome Dr. Arun Paniswamy, who requires no introduction. He is our dynamic executive director who has paved way for the growth of our institution over the last 6-7 years and for also setting milestones ahead for us. Thank you, sir, for empowering and enabling us at every step. I welcome all our senior institutional dignitaries on the stage, heads of department, the learned professors, for this occasion. We welcome Medical Director KMCH, CEO, COO, Director of Finance, Senior Vice President, Vice President Marketing, Nursing Director, Nursing Superintendent, Deputy Nursing Superintendent, who all made this day come true. Now, for the fresh medical graduates, today marks a proud and memorable milestone in your lives as you stand on the threshold of a noble profession. I extend my heartfelt congratulations as Dean on behalf of all the faculty to each one of you on your graduation day. Your journey through the medical school has been one of the perseverance, sacrifice, discipline and dedication. The white coat you wear today is not merely a symbol of academic success. It represents trust, compassion, responsibility and a long service to humanity. Medicine is a profession where knowledge must be continuously evolving. The science you have learnt within the classrooms, in the walls of this institution, within the walls of this institution, will guide your decisions. But your willingness to keep learning will define your excellence. So it is going to be a continuous process. So never allow complacency to replace curiosity. Please be curious and you will achieve laurels. The best doctors are lifelong students who combine scientific knowledge not only with technology but humility and wisdom. Equally important, as chairman says, knowledge with discipline. So discipline is a very important aspect which you should look into. The medical profession demands well-groomed attire, punctuality, commitment, integrity and resilience. Your patients will look to you not only for treatment but also for reassurance and hope which no other technology can provide. In moment of crisis, the discipline you learnt in this institution and calm judgment will become your strength. Above all, uphold ethical practice. KMCH is known for knowledge, discipline and ethical practice. So in every step of your career, remember that you have to be ethical in your approach. Technology may advance, treatments may evolve, but maintain values such as honesty, empathy, confidentiality and respect for human dignity. That will always remain constant factor. Always remember that behind every case history you write, you take or write a case sheet, there is a human life which is entrusted in your hands. As you move forward, near and far, you may percolate into hospitals, clinics, post-graduation, research centers and communities. Carry with you the ideals of service and compassion. Be doctors who heal not only with medicine but also with kindness and humanity. May you serve the society with dedication, bring honor to your profession and continue to inspire others through your good conduct and commitment. we congratulate the students of the class of MBBS 2020 batch and their parents once again. May your future be filled with purpose and excellence and success. Thank you. Moving on, I set the agenda. We have amidst us our beloved chairman, Dr. Nalaji Palaniswamy sir, a visionary leader and driving force behind KMCH. Our chairman has been instrumental in establishing KMCH as one of the most respected and trusted brand in this region of the country. With a steadfast commitment not only to treatment excellence in patient care, but also developing young, well-trained doctors with knowledge, discipline, and ethical practice. Sir, it is my privilege to invite our chairman to deliver the presidential address.
எல்லோருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கங்கள். நம்ம ஊர்க்காரர்களாக வந்திருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு நீ இங்கிலீஷ் என்ன பேசுகிறதுன்னு தெரியாது, அதனால் கொஞ்சம் தமிழும் பேசுகிறேன். அதனால் எல்லோருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். குட் ஈவினிங் டு யூ ஆல். டுடே இட்ஸ் a great day for our KMCH Medical College students. This is second batch. Do you know, I am telling to your parents, I always insist when they join medical college, they should know what is medicine is, why you are here, why you should be here, what you are going to do. நீ என்னத்துக்கு வந்த, எதுக்காக வந்திருக்க, எதுக்கு மெடிக்கல் காலேஜில் சேர்ந்துருக்க, உன்னுடைய பர்பஸ் என்ன? ஒவ்வொருத்தனுக்கு பர்பஸ் வேணும். நீ படித்து என்ன பண்ண போகிற, அப்பாவுக்கு அம்மாவுக்கு என்ன பண்ண போகிற? இட்ஸ் எ வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் கொஸ்டின். யூ ஷுட் ஆல் ஹேவ் இட் இன் யுவர் மைண்ட். வென் யூ ஆர் ஹியர், யூ ஷுட் லேர்ன் medicine. As our dean was telling, you should have a commitment and empathy and consideration of the human beings. Do you know our chief guest, Dr. Ravi Kannan? He is from Kilpak Medical College, went to the north to MS, then did MCH Oncology in Adiyar Cancer Hospital. After working in Chennai, he thought the city has so many doctors and facilities. When he was seeing patients coming from the northeast, they didn't have any facility. By his enthusiasm, he joined a small village medical center. He developed that into one of the greatest, efficient, known cancer hospital in India. Sir, really I appreciate, sir. Really I am very proud that we are all here. Why he is here with us is another question. How he is here from Assam, come here. A man from south, dedicated in your mind that he should serve the underprivileged people. ஒன்றுமில்லாதவனுக்கு எப்படி வைத்தியம் பண்ணுறது, அவனுக்கு எப்படி அவனை கஷ்டத்தை சரி பண்ணுறது, அதுவும் கேன்சரில் வந்தோன்னா என்ன பண்ணுறது. அவர் காசுக்காக போகல, மணிக்காக அவர் போகல. அவருடைய மைண்டில் நான் சர்வீஸ் பண்ணுவேன், நம்ம நாட்டு மக்களுக்கு நான் சர்வீஸ் பண்ணுவேன் அப்படின்னு ஒரு டெடிகேஷனில் he went into a small place in Assam and he developed day and night. He worked for that center, established so many small places, and at the end of the day, he was one of the well-known cancer centers in India. Such a great dedication only gave him Padma Shri. That government of India recognized him for his service. Why a young man like you guys, நீங்கள் ஒரு சின்ன பசங்க, இப்போ தான் 24-25 வயசு, நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஒரு not only you should have a medicine in mind, and also you should have a service in your mind. சர்வீஸுங்கிறது வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். மற்ற அப்பா அம்மாவுங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறேன் நான், மெடிசன் இல்லைங்க, சின்ன படிப்பு இல்லைங்க, வாழ்க்கை பூரா படிச்சுட்டே இருக்கணும். நான் படித்த 1965-67 படித்த மெடிசன் இப்போ வேறு மெடிசன், அது படிச்சுட்டே தான் இருக்கணும். வருஷம் மாறிட்டே இருக்கும். இப்போ ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் ஒன்று வந்துடுச்சு. இப்போ அவங்க புஸ்தகம் படிக்க வேண்டியதில்லை, இவங்கெல்லாம் புஸ்தகம் படிக்க வேண்டியதில்லை. அது கம்ப்யூட்டரில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அதே சொல்லிவிடும். நீங்கள் கேட்ட கொஸ்டினை வச்சுட்டு அந்த எக்ஸாமினை வச்சுட்டு அதே டயக்னோசிஸ் பண்ணிவிடும், அதே ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் சொல்லிவிடும். இப்படி தான் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட்னு சொல்லிவிடும். அவ்வளோ அட்வான்ஸ்மெண்ட் ஹேப்பன் நாட் ஓன்லி இன் மெடிசன், இட் ஆல்சோ ஹேப்பன் ஆல் அரவுண்ட் தி இன்டெலிஜென்ட் ஏரியாஸ் ஆஃப் சயின்சஸ். சயின்ஸில் எல்லாமே மாறிடுச்சு. நாம் இந்த பசங்க 150 பேர், இன்றைக்கி 151 பேர் எங்கே வந்திருக்கீங்க. அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் தெரிய வேண்டியது, அவர் டீன் சொன்ன மாதிரி, இது இப்போ படிச்சிருக்கிறது ஒரு சின்ன 4 எழுத்து தமிழ் படித்த மாதிரி, மெடிசனில் 4 எழுத்து படித்த மாதிரி. இது எத்தனையோ இருக்கு. ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுமே இப்போ இருக்கிற ஒவ்வொரு கிராஜுவேட்டும், நான் MBBS மோட நிற்க மாட்டேன், ஐ ஆம் கோயிங் டு கோ ஃபார் த ஹையர் ஸ்டடீஸ். நான் MD-ஆவே MS-ஆவே பீடிட்ரிஷனாகவே எப்படின்னு ஒரு மனிதன் நீங்கள் யூ ஹேவ் டு டிசைட் யுவர் செல்ஃப் நவ். MBBSங்கிறது ஒரு ஆரம்ப ஸ்டெப் ஸ்டோன், ஒரு சின்ன அடி மெடிசனுக்கு. அதனால் நீங்கள் எவ்வளவோ படிக்க வேண்டியிருக்கு. அண்ட் ஐ எம் வெரி ப்ரவுடு டு டெல், நம்ம பசங்க இந்த காலேஜில் நம்ம இது செகண்ட் பேட்ச், ஃபஸ்ட் பேட்சில் இருந்தவங்க National Medical Commission and Health Sciences and Research offers UG and PG program with annual intake of so many people, and our students got 30 students got the PG program, in addition to 7 batch of MBBS students admitted so far in many colleges in the PG program. நீங்கள் எதுக்கு PG ப்ரோக்ராமில் நீங்கள் சேரணும்னா அது சேர்ந்து தான் ஆகணும். And I am very proud to announce the achievement of our first batch student, நம்ம பையன் ஒருத்தன், in the Institute of National Importance Combined Entrance Test, INI, ஏன் வச்சுங்க INI CET, இதில் நம்ம பையன் டாக்டர் தினேஷ் குமார், our first batch student, has topped in this examination with all India rank of 62, becoming eligible for PG program in any of the colleges, AMC, PG, Chandigarh, Jipmer, நிம்ஹான்ஸ் எல்லாமே சேர முடியும். எதுக்கு இதை சொல்கிறேன்னா, இந்த பசங்களுக்கு இது வந்து எல்லாம் ட்ரை ஃபார் தி பெஸ்ட். யூ ஷுட் கெட் பிஜி ப்ரோக்ராம் இன் நேஷனல் இன்ஸ்டியூட்டில் போய் சேரணும். அப்போ தான் உங்களுக்கு மெடிசன் என்ன தெரியும், டிசிப்ளின் என்ன தெரியும், இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் என்ன மெடிசனில். அந்த மாதிரி யூ ஆர் ஆல் ஹியர் இன் தி KMCH மெடிக்கல் காலேஜ். ஐ ஆல்வேஸ் விஷ், நான் என்னுடைய அப்பா அம்மாவோட சொல்கிறேன், இவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் சொல்கிறது, எங்கள் வாத்தியார்களுக்கெல்லாம் சொல்கிறது, எங்கள் பசங்களுக்கு படிப்பு சொல்லிக் கொடுங்க, அவனை ஒழுங்கான டாக்டராக பண்ணுங்க, அவன் பேஷண்ட்டை டச் பண்ணணும், பேஷண்ட்டை பேசணும், அவனுக்கு ஒழுங்காக டீச் பண்ண தெரியணும், பேச தெரியணும், வைத்தியம் பண்ண தெரியணும். வெறும் MBBS டிகிரி இஸ் நத்திங். என்னுடைய காலத்தில் நாங்களே போய் வைத்தியம் பண்ண முடியும், சர்ஜரி பண்ண முடியும். இப்போல்லாம் அதெல்லாம் பண்ணவே முடியாது. அதனால் அந்த மாதிரி டீச்சிங் எங்களுக்கு வேணும் அப்படின்னு எங்கள் டீச்சர்ஸும் டீனும் எல்லாம் சொல்கிறது. they are all proud to make you good students. உங்களெல்லாம் அழகான ஒரு டாக்டர் பண்ணி விட்ருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு என்னுடைய நன்றியும் வணக்கத்தை இன்றைக்கி சொல்லிக்கிறேன் சார். உங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் என்னுடைய வணக்கங்க. அதனால் இது எதுக்கு சொல்கிறேன்னா, இந்த MBBSங்கிறது ஒரு பிகினிங். இந்த பிகினிங்கில் நீங்கள்லாம் நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. ஐ ஆம் வெரி ப்ரவுட் தட் அவர் NGP, our KMCH students are trained well and they have to face the society. உங்களை நீங்கள் பண்ணுறது எங்களெல்லாம் பண்ண வேண்டியதில்லை. பேஷனை எப்படி ஃபேஸ் பண்ணுறது, அவனை எப்படி ட்ரீட் பண்ணுறது, அது அவன் ஏழையாக இருந்தாலும் சரி பணக்காரனாக இருந்தாலும் how to treat them nicely. Most important is for you is patient. அவனை எப்படி வைத்தியம் பண்ணுறது, காசு பணமெல்லாம் அப்புறம். You should know how to treat the patient and how you have to conduct with the patient, how to talk to the patient. How to talk to the patient is very important. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கற்றுட்டு KMCH மெடிக்கல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸு KMCH டாக்டர் வெளியே போகணுன்னா I should be proud. We should all proud that you are from KMCH Medical College. You know something. எனக்கு சம்திங் தெரியும். சில காலேஜ் எல்லாம் அவனுக்கு தெரியும் நாங்கள் நினச்சிக்குவோம். சில இந்த எய்ம்ஸு PGI சண்டிகர் ஜிப்மரெல்லாம் அவனுக்கு ஏதோ தெரியும்னு தெரியும். அந்த மாதிரி இந்த காலேஜில் போனால் அவனுக்கு ஏதோ தெரியும். அந்த ஃபஸ்ட் பேட்ச்லேயே ஒரு எய்ம்ஸு போகிற அளவுக்கு மார்க் வாங்கினா ரியலி ஐ ப்ரவுட் அண்ட் ரியலி ஐ எம் வெரி ப்ரவுட் ஆஃப் யூ. அண்ட் உங்களுக்கு சொல்ல வேண்டியது, இந்த 2வது கிராஜுவேஷன் டேயில் உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் பெரிய ஒரு உதாரணமாக, உங்களுக்கு ஒரு உதாரணமாக ஒரு டாக்டர் ரவிக்கண்ணன் நம்மளுக்கு உங்களுக்கெல்லாம் உதாரணமாக இருக்கிறாரு. ஒரு எப்படி ஆகணும், ஒரு சாதாரண டாக்டர் எப்படி பெரிய டாக்டர் ஆகணுங்கிறது டாக்டர் ரவிக்கண்ணன் ஒரு உதாரணம். நீங்கள்லாம் அப்படி உதாரணம் ஆகணும், அதுதான் என்னுடைய விஷ். அண்ட் ஆன் பிஹாஃப் ஆஃப் KMCH, your teachers and your all staff of KMCH Medical College, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your vision and leadership continue to motivate and guide us towards greater heights of excellence. Now, it is my proud privilege to invite our esteemed chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. Ravi Kannan, to deliver the graduation address.
Good evening, Namaskaram, Vanakkam. Nalla Ji, Palanisamy sir, Dr. Arun, Dr. Purani, Dean Dr. Ravi Kumar, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be here amidst all of you on this occasion. Thank you very much for doing this, because I think as doctors, the greatest recognition that we get is when our own colleagues, our seniors, our colleagues, people, our juniors, accept and recognize what we have done. I think our teachers, I think there can be no greater recognition than that. No award can match what your own peers, what your own colleagues give you. And for that, thank you very much. In the institution or the growth, Dr. Ravi Kumar, General Ravi Kumar, when he narrated the growth of the institution, it makes this my coming special. And then it is even more special because Dr. Davamani, your vice chairperson, happens to be my senior in KMC many years before I joined. She joined the year I was born. And then General Ravi Kumar was 2 years my senior. He was my under officer in the NCC. He used to make us march. And that makes it even more special. எங்கள் அப்பா சொல்லுவார் எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் தட் எப்போது நல்லது பண்ணணும்னு யோசிச்சாக்க இம்மீடியட்லி பண்ணிடணும், யோசிக்கவே கூடாது. அண்ட் அதுலேருந்து உனக்கு என்ன வரும்னு யோசிக்கக்கூடாது. யூ மஸ்ட் நாட் திங்க் ஆஃப் வாட் கம்ஸ் பேக் டு யூ, பிகாஸ் எப்போவுமே இட் வில் கோ ரவுண்ட் அண்ட் கம் பேக் டு யூ மெனி ஃபோல்ட் டைம்ஸ். When Ravi told me about the story of the ECMO, you acquired an ECMO in the hospital so you could do good to people, and how it was used on your chairman and he came out of it, is such a stringent reminder. எப்போது நல்லது பண்ணணும்னா you must go wholeheartedly and do it. And so that gives you faith in. So for me, coming here has been a tremendous learning experience. நான் பார்த்து கற்றுக்கிறதுக்கு நிறைய விஷயம் இருக்குது. And I hope that this relationship with your institution will continue between my hospital and the institution here. See, in the last so many years, I passed out in 87. And since that time, the way medicine has practiced, as the chairman described, medicine has changed. So today, when I was a resident, we had to do rounds. We had to do bedside duties. We had to, central venous pressure, arterial line, pulmonary artery, wedge pressure, so many things are possible. நம்ம ஒரு venous cut down பண்ணி, we would pass a catheter and then keep measuring it against a water column. And so many things have changed in the today we can do rounds. Sitting here in Chennai, I can see every one of my patients on a phone or a computer. The records are all digitized. I can see the vital parameters as they are happening. The way AI, as was mentioned, ellathiyum maathipadum. It will change the whole idea of how radiology will be practiced, how pathology will be practiced, will change dramatically. But then, despite all of this, some things, the core concept of medicine cannot change, will probably never ever change. Medicine is about human beings, about people, sick people and their families. And so, as doctors, as I became a doctor because my mother wanted me to be a doctor. My mother wanted me to be a doctor because she could not become a doctor, and she wanted to be a doctor. She used to be, Kumbakonam used to be a village those days. And Kumbakonamthile, her family physicians, Dr. M.K. Subramaniam and Dr. Natarajan, she has seen them go house to house, making home visits, talking to families, having coffee with them, going to weddings, and she has seen them comfort people in distress. supporting people economically, supporting people with medicine, supporting. And so she got that gist of and she wanted to be a doctor like that. She could not. So she did the next thing. From when I was small, doctor. So when I came to class 12, I had no other thought. Now, doctor but then I became a doctor, and I'm very, very happy that if I had to make a choice, I would do it all over again. And so medicine is about people, about sick people, about how we care for them. And so long as doctors, you keep the sick man and the sick man's family at the center of the story, and don't look at anything else, you will invariably do well. You will never be wrong. You will never be in a fault. Your patients will worship you. They will love you. They will respect you. They will worship you. And they will come and ask you, sir, you treated me. I'm well. Now I have to buy a car. Do you think I can buy a car? They will come bringing their own relatives may have died, but because they have seen you take care of them, they will bring more people to come and see you. My professor, Dr. Krishnamurthy, used to say that rich people will bring you wealth, period. Poor people will bring you fame, and they will bring you more poor people to treat them. And that, I think, is a phenomenal thing to happen to any doctor. And so I think we must keep rich people, poor people, educated people, uneducated people, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, men, women, everybody requires care. And so long as you keep them at the focus of your treatment, everything will be fine. In order to do that, you have to be scientific. My professor would say, and nobody will question. But today we are not there. Today everything is evidence-based. There is science, there are trials, there are studies, and as a doctor, you're a lifelong student. You can never stop learning. And so if you focus on the science, if you keep evidence at the base of all decision making, now computers, AI, machine learning will help you make those decisions better. But even with all the computers, you as the doctor have to take the final decision. You can never be replaced. No machine, no computer, no AI can replace you. And so keep science at the basis of all decision making. Don't go for unsubstantiated treatment. Sometimes I understand in a crux, when you have nothing else to do, you may make those decisions, but those should be far and few. In order to do all of this, you have to work as teams. Remember, don't treat the next hospital in the town as your competitor. Don't treat the next doctor, your colleague, as your competitor. You're all collaborators. We're all in the business. The sick man must become well. And every doctor around you, every hospital around you is a collaborator. Don't ever get into this idea of one-upmanship. I will do something and I will show myself up, I will show the other person. It doesn't ever work that way. It will never do you any good. And then remember, today, medicine is truly, truly more multidisciplinary, multi-specialty than it ever was. Today, as a doctor, it is not only doctors who treat patients. You need nurses, you need technicians, you need physicists, you need nuclear medicine people, you need geneticists, you need biotechnologists, you need economists, you need poets, you need humanists, you need you need lawyers, you need everybody. Today, if you want to have an advance directive before dying, I want to describe, you need a lawyer. You need a lawyer who specializes in this. And so, every specialty around you can contribute in your care of your patient. And so, learn to look for opportunities. How can I, as a doctor, or as an institution, or as a hospital, harness the thoughts and energies of everybody around me to make my patients better? You need to build teams. And then your teams have to be innovative. You must always ask why. Why am I doing this? Is this the best way to do this? Innovation, especially if it is frugal, very, very important. I work in a hospital. It's a very remote part of the country. Most of my patients are extremely poor, and so they cannot afford the razzmatazz of technology and expensive treatment, and I have to, a lot of times, make do with whatever I have. But நான் ஏழை மனுஷாளுக்கு வைத்தியம் பண்றேன்னு, the treatment cannot be poor. Treatment cannot be second rate just because I treat poor people. That is fraud. If I were to deliver anything less than optimum treatment, I don't deserve to be called a doctor. I have to do the best for whoever comes to me. But then I have to innovate. So, என்ன தெரியுமா, I treat people who are daily wage earners. So, அவ வருவா, நம்ம as quickly as possible நம்ம diagnosis பண்ணோம், ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பிளான் பண்ணோம், ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் டெலிவர் பண்ணிடணும். If I say இன்னைக்கு வந்தேல் 4 நாள் கழிச்சு டெஸ்ட்டுக்கு வாங்கோ, டெஸ்ட் ரிப்போர்ட்டுக்கு 2 நாள் கழிச்சு வாங்கோ, அப்புறம் எண்டோஸ்கோபி பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் பயாப்சி பண்ணணும், அப்புறம் சிடி ஸ்கேன், அந்த மாதிரி நான் தள்ளி போட்டுட்டே போனேன்னா அவள் ஓடி போயிடுவா. பிகாஸ் தே டோன்ட் ஹேவ் த ரிசோர்ஸஸ் டு கம் எவ்ரி டே ஃபார் ட்ரீட்மெண்ட். அண்ட் so we don't have, in pathology, your pathology professor will tell you, when you send specimens, we need to have a fume hood, and the specimen is put in formalin, and then the specimen has to be sectioned, and so we need a fume hood. A formal fume hood will cost you about 2.5 lakhs or 3 lakhs. We didn't have the resources. So one of my colleagues, what he did, he picked up a kitchen chimney. In the kitchen they use chimneys to evacuate fumes. And so he put a kitchen chimney in the pathology department, put barriers, glass barriers, and he put the specimen there, and he switched on the chimney. All the fume, the chimney costs us 10,000-12,000 rupees. And so he was able to devise, he just used his brains, his observation, and he created a fume hood for us where we could not afford the money. Many of my patients, இன்னைக்கு நான் biopsy பண்ணிட்டு, இன்னும் 4 நாள் கழிச்சு வாங்கோ, 4 நாள் கழிச்சு immunohistochemistry பண்ணோம், இன்னும் அவன் வரமாட்டா. So what my pathology team did is, they switched over to frozen sections. இன்னைக்கு நான் biopsy எடுத்தேன்னா, we have the option of putting it in formalin and processing it through paraffin sections. That will take 2-3 days. So what my pathology team did, they said they will go in for frozen section. So the tissue is frozen, sectioned immediately, and in half an hour I get a report. By the time I finish a mastectomy, I have the report, I have the nodal status, I have the mark, I have everything that I need to plan treatment ahead. And so as a team, research is very important, but research has to be relevant to your context. Research does not mean sitting in the lab and looking at genes and molecules all the time. Research is contextual. Whatever is your problem, you have to deal with it. In Silchar, 25 kilometers from where I am, there is a town called Labak. Labak was a tea garden, is still a tea garden, massive sprawling tea garden, and the central hospital in Labak is the oldest hospital in the region. It was established in 1885. And Ronald Ross, many of you may have heard of Ronald Ross. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine and Physiology in 1902 for discovery of the malarial parasite. And he started his malaria work in that tea garden. His microscope, his hand drawings are all kept there. And if you look at that lab is not even the size of the stage, probably half the size of the stage. That man with his intellect, with a small rudimentary microscope, changed medical history. Today we are talking of eradicating malaria. And so he took hold of a problem that was relevant. All tea garden communities were ravaged by malaria, rampant malaria. And so he picked up a problem. And so all of us must be curious. All of us must keep asking, why? How can I make a difference? It has to be contextual. And so innovation is so important. And then when we do all of this, we must develop an attitude of gratitude. We are all in good positions. We are able to help people. People come in. So we can't find 100 things to complain about. This is not there. My professor is not teaching me. They don't give me opportunities. You can complain about life galore. என்ன வேணா எடுத்து சரியில்லை சரி எதுலேயுமே நல்லா இருக்கிறதுல நம்ம என்ன 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 கஷ்டம்னு தேடலாம், தேடி நம்ம கம்ப்ளைண்ட் சொல்லலாம். But it is more important to find good things and be grateful for them and do the best that we can, whatever be the circumstances. But I think of all of these things, the most important, essential thing for all of us to practice as physicians, as human beings, is compassion. Compassion. Without compassion, all of us cannot exist well in society. Compassion, what is compassion? All of you would have heard sympathy. Sympathy is feeling bad, or somebody is suffering, you feel bad for him. That is sympathy. Compassion, empathy. The next thing is empathy. So, empathy is when somebody is suffering, you feel the suffering of that individual. Somebody has a ruptured uterus and you feel the pain of that thing. Compassion is, I will give you a story. One of my patients, a child had a leukemia, and we were treating that child. And then the child's mother was pregnant. And so she got admitted in the civil hospital when this boy was under treatment. He was on the first induction phase. Civil hospital, and somebody called, this lady is in terrible pain. So what my nursing supervisor did, she took an ambulance and went to see that lady. And she found she had a ruptured uterus. There was no vehicle. The civil hospital said the ambulance will take 3 hours to come, pouring rain. So she bundled the patient in the ambulance and she went into the medical college. On the road, she called me, I'm taking this patient to the medical college. I called the professor of obstetrics. He's a friend of ours, of the hospital. So he said, okay, I will take care. She took him to the hospital, took her up the ramp into the labor ward. The lady was in the operating theatre in half an hour from the time Sarita reached the civil hospital. The distance is about 5-6 kilometers. And that lady was operated, child was lost, but the lady lived and she came back to take care. That is compassion. Compassion is when you feel somebody suffering and then you feel compelled to act to relieve that suffering. And that is very important. It's not enough to feel bad. Yes, all of us feel bad. It is not enough to feel the suffering. We must act on the suffering without expecting anything in return. Gita la, there is a phrase called Nishkama Seva. Without expecting anything in return, you want to serve. And that attitude of service before self is, I think, the most important trait. It can come by learning. All of us are not born compassionate, but by watching role models, by watching our colleagues, by watching our professors, by watching our teachers, our mentors, we can learn to practice compassion. And that, I think, is the greatest hallmark of any physician. A physician, so my professor, used to tell me, there used to be a physician called Guru Swami Mudaliar. And so Guru Swami Mudaliar was sitting in the OPD, and he saw a lady approaching him, and she had a nose ring. This is a story of legend, And the lady comes and tells him that she's having splitting headache, and she's seen several doctors, and they are not able to serve her, to reduce her headache. So he looks at her and says, take off your nose ring. So she's astonished, why is this man asking? But she takes it off out of respect for him. And then 3 days later, she comes and tells him, my headache has disappeared. Just by observation. And so this is something that we must learn as physicians, as doctors, whatever. All of you will go on to graduate to do great things in life. You'll become surgeons, you'll become cancer surgeons, you'll become laparoscopic cancer surgeons, you'll become laparoscopic cancer surgeons who operate only on the liver. Then you will become laparoscopic cancer surgeons who operate only on the right lobe. You'll specialize and specialize. But remember, at the bottom, all of you are doctors. We are here, doctor means teach. We are here to make lives better around us. And that is something you must never ever lose track of. To all the graduates who are passing out today, I think you're all born into privilege. Whatever your backgrounds may be, you're all privileged to be in an institution like this. Your parents have made it sure that you have come here, you've learned here, you spent time in the wards and in the clinics and in the labs, and today you're graduating. And so you're all born into privilege. The same time when you were born, 150 of them, when you were born, there have been thousands of other children born into houses of fishermen, born into houses of cobblers, born into houses of rickshaw pullers, born into jungles in Bardwan. Kids who would have never had the opportunities that you had. And so for all our talk of democracy, we are all created unequal. Some of us are given more privileges at birth for nothing that we did. It was just a throw of dice. We were thrown into a family that had opportunities. They may have been wealthy, they may have been poor, they may have been literate, but they gave you the opportunity for education. And then there were kids who were born without money, without recognition, without opportunities, without any, I mean, there's no scope for a kid who's born in a shanty place under the bridge in a remote village. There's no scope for that kid. And why were we created unequal? Why is it that some of us are given extra wealth, some of us are given extra education, some of us are given extra skills, some of us are given extra opportunities, and others are denied everything? Why do you think this is happening? This is a question that has plagued me for a long time. And I think now, that whoever made us, I don't know if all of you believe in God, whoever believes in God, fine. Whoever made us intentionally unequal. We were given extra of whatever we were given because God or nature or whoever gave us this extra believed that we will use what little we need for ourselves first, and all the extra, we only need a very little. Ultimately, whatever wealth we have, we can only eat 3 times a day. We can only sleep in one bed. We can only travel in one car. We can live in only one house, one room in a house. And so, all the extra, it is believed that we were given to be held in trust and to be used for the vast majority of people who don't have. And you have been given this glorious opportunity, the skill of a doctor, of being able to heal people. We are not into the curing profession. We are into the healing profession. And all of us are healers. And you have the power to heal families and patients. Life is an infinite journey. See, so what happens? Your professors teach you. They take care of people. And in their time, they will retire or die or move on. And you will be left with the baton of carrying it forward. So there's an old English poem, by Robert Frost. 2 paths diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. There is a modern twist to it. Yes, in life's journey, it's like a train, You get on, somebody gets off, somebody gets on, you continue, the train goes on. But everybody does not go from the beginning to end. We keep getting off on that. So life is like that. And then every time there is a fork in life. One path leads to more money, more recognition, more achievements, more glory. So what happens when you make 10 rupees? You want the next 10 rupees. You make the next 10 rupees, you want the next 100 rupees. You keep wanting more and more and more. When you get glory, you want the next medal. You want the next medal. So you want, each time you get something, that steroid, that cortisol level goes up, it makes you feel good, but very quickly it goes off and you are left wanting for more. It's like a cigarette smoker. You smoke something, you want more, you want more, you want more, and there is no end to this wanting. The other fork in the road takes you to fulfillment. You do something because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel worth the while. And I think all of us have the choice of what we want to take at the fork, whether we want to take the fork that leads us to more wanting, or it takes us to a path where we find fulfillment and happiness and peace. To all the graduating students today, my best wishes, Varthikal. I hope you all choose a path that leads you to fulfillment, that finds you peaceful, that finds you finding purpose in life, that finds you making a difference in the life of all your fellow human beings. To all your parents, my congratulations and best wishes. And to all your professors and teachers, my namaskarams. Thank you.
That was an very soul-touching, thought-provoking, inspiring talk, especially for not only for the students, for all doctors. Thank you, Dr. Ravikannan, for this wonderful speech. Now, I request and invite our director, Dr. Purani P. Palaniswamy, a distinguished rheumatologist with vast clinical expertise and a compassionate commitment to patient care, kindly address the gathering.
Hello. It's truly my privilege to be here today. I will just speak a few words, but I am so happy to be part of this great day and event for you. You will all remember this day forever. We are very honored to have Dr. Ravi Kannan before us here for the second graduating class of the KMCH Institute of Health Sciences and Research. He's a true embodiment of what a great human being is, as well as a physician. Truly, the medical profession is learned only through example. You will remember through your training who was a great example, and you will remember who was a bad example. That is all part of the learning experience. As the world is shifting to a new era, as mentioned before, medicine is going to change drastically. It is only through those who have led us by example on how we can be truly great physicians and doctors. Like Dr. Ravi Kannan, who shows us what the true purpose of being a doctor is. It is not just your education alone, but is truly your impact on society that will make us great. So, thank you for sharing your great wisdom with us here today and inspiring us all to be this new generation of physicians to become great leaders in the coming era. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Purni Madam, for your inspiring and encouraging words for our young graduates. Now, I invite our Executive Director, who is an internal medicine specialist. He is a young and dynamic leader who brings in with him rich international experience, both in healthcare management and in vast clinical experience. And he has a progressive vision in healthcare administration, and he is leading us kindly to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, my young doctors. Now you finally earned the title. I mean, that's after all this hard work. 5.5 years. So, what is my message for today? So, as you would have seen the speech list, it would have been Dr. Nalla Palaniswamy, Dr. Purni Palaniswamy. It missed my mother, Dr. Tava Mani Palaniswamy, my brother, Dr. Mohan Palaniswamy. I'm Dr. number 5. I'm the youngest. In my family, it's actually, if you go with my cousins and everything, I'm Dr. number 12. There's a lot of doctors. So when I first joined MBBS, actually the story is, my cousin, we were all very competitive. My family has a story that says that you can be anything you want in life, either engineer or doctor. So I was the doctor route, and among all my cousins, we were super competitive. And I remember when I first joined MBBS, my eldest cousin, she came in and she called as soon as after I got my MBBS seat, she got a seat she's 7 years older, she got a seat at Johns Hopkins at MD Cardiology. Then I said I lost. No more competing to see who's the top, the best. I'm going to make sure what I do is make me happy. So my journey went through a few things. I went to US, I practiced there, and I find myself, after working there for about 7 years, I found my calling coming back to India. Now, through the years, I don't know what the future holds for a lot of you. A lot of you will say AI. A lot of things are going to change, so I don't want to tell you what exactly to do. But I want to give you a little bit of advice. So here are 2 stories. One is when I was working in US in Hawaii, there was a Filipino orthopedic surgeon, and he was telling me his story. And he was very successful, but he told me his story. When he first came out, there was a little bit of racism in US. He was a Filipino doctor. He could not join the white doctors. There was a Chinese doctor group, he was not allowed to join them. There was a Japanese doctor group, he was not allowed to join them. So he ended up setting up shop in not the richest neighborhood, like a down richest neighborhood. And then he started, practicing, getting to know people, joining the hospital. He wasn't getting much cases. Then he said, I will do service for my people. There's lots of people who came with, broken bone. They could not afford fees, so he just did everything for free. He just wrote off his fees. Later in, one by one, these family members, they brought their auntie, they brought their cousins, they referred him to other people. Year by year, he started with the practice which was barely able to afford. He was slightly losing money. And over a decade or so, he built himself into one of the most successful practices in Hawaii, in that state. All because he decided that, I will serve people. I will do what they need. Even if I can't get money, I will help them out. I'll do something for them. Second story was told to me by another cardiologist, visiting cardiologist. He was working at Tufts University. He was a cardiology professor. I think he visited you a little bit. One Natesh Pandian, who's now expired, unfortunately. But he was telling me about the young doctor in his department he had joined. And he was a cardiologist, but not the most brilliant cardiologist. He was very honest. But somebody came into his clinic, a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. There wasn't very many clinics back then, but he wanted to do something for that boy. So he read up, he studied, he treated that boy. Then he started calling around, I'll take interest in these patients who are wandering around. And he developed a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy clinic. He called all the cardiologists, and slowly, one by one, the cardiologists, this was a case that didn't make any money and it was for young people, so they all started sending him the cases. And so he developed a team and a surgery team which was able to treat them. And then he became famous. He was invited to various talks, and very interesting, and he deserved fame. He became famous. But he told Dr. Pandian, if I had just chosen the life of just being a simple interventional cardiologist, I would not have achieved this. All because I took interest in a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy patient who had nowhere else to go. Our esteemed guest is similar. He established a beautiful medical practice. This is actually the second or third time I heard him speak, actually. He's known in multiple conferences. And because he took a leap of faith and he said, what do the people need? What is their service? Now, unlike you, I also look at Instagram. I come across all these videos of young doctors. I became a surgical gastroenterologist. I decided to become one. When I came back to when I started, there was no one in my hometown. Then there was 5. I deserve to make this much money. Well, after joining MBBS, if you join AIMS IIM Ahmedabad, you will then join the IIM Hospital Administration, and as soon as you finish the course, you'll earn 2-3 lakhs per month. This was the pitch, and you see a lot of these videos going around. But some of these videos, I see you guys often come around, often go with with the attitude that, what do I deserve? I deserve money. I deserve to be famous. I deserve this. But you in medicine practice, you can see it by yourself. You'll find when people ask, how can I be of service? How can I help? Where do I fill in the need for these patients that they achieve true success? So this is my final message to you. I don't know what AI will do, but as doctor number 12, out of now something like 24, I'll say do something that makes you happy. And number 2, do something in service of your patient. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Arun. Your way of storytelling is always thought-provoking, and it is going to stimulate this young, newly passing out graduates. We now move on to the most awaited moment of the evening, the graduation ceremony. I now invite our Vice Principal, Professor Dr. Jeevithan, to announce the names of students receiving the medals, honors and awards, and the graduates who will be receiving their certificates in their own turn as they are called out. We set the stage for this event. Now I request our esteemed chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. Ravi Kannan, our beloved chairman, and all other dignitaries on the dais to kindly step forward and be ready for presenting the medals and certificates to the graduating students.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, beloved faculty, proud parents, and dear friends. Today marks a milestone, a celebration of hard work, resilience, and dreams fulfilled. Before we begin the graduation ceremony, let us take a moment to honor a few of our graduates who have excelled remarkably in their academic journey. The NGP Gold Medal for Best Outgoing Graduate is awarded for outstanding all-round performance in academics, extracurricular activities, and sports throughout the entire MBBS course. This year, the honor is bestowed upon Rashmika Sriram. Along with gold medal, she will also receive a cash prize. The Dr. Davamani Devi Gold Medal for Best Performer in Academics is awarded for achieving the highest overall aggregate marks in the university examinations conducted by the Dr. Tamil Nadu MGR Medical University across the entire course. This prestigious award goes to T.R. Netra for her best performance in academics. She owes 12 medals, Best Topper in Academics, she is the topper in all the phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, part 1 and part 2. Also, she is the topper in anatomy, biochemistry, pharmacology, forensic medicine, general surgery, OBG and pediatrics. Apart from this, she is the university topper in pediatrics. Along with gold medal, she also receives a cash prize. Thank you. The title of best The title of Best CRMI is awarded for consistent dedication to patient care and exemplary clinical acumen during internship. This award is awarded to Snega K in recognition of her sincere commitment to patient care, professional responsibility, clinical competence, and exemplary performance. Along with gold medal, she also receives a cash prize. Next, I call upon Aswin Kumar. He is a topper in physiology and he also receives graduation. Kavin G, topper in physiology and general medicine. Anand K, topper in pathology. Nirupama, topper in pathology, microbiology and forensic medicine. Yoga Priya, topper in microbiology and ENT. Chrislin Vidusha T, topper in community medicine. Ritika C, topper in ophthalmology. Saumiga BM, topper in ophthalmology. Akash S, கொஞ்சம் கை தட்டலாமே. அபிஷேக் பழனியப்பன், அபிநந்தன் பி, அபிநயா எம், அபினேஷ் ஏ, அபிஷேக் பாலாஜி, Adarsh K. Adrian Jefferson FR. Aishwarya A. Akil C. Ishwar. Angeline Sadhana G. Ankita Gupta. Anne Mary Paul. Anisha Jovin. Anusha M. Badaria. Anushya R. Aparna M. Arun Viswanathan C. Aravind Malayarasan AR, VR. Aswat C. Aswin Shankar S. Aswini V. Bala Maunish BB. Bharat KK. Bibian Smile. Charushri M. Chris Safin B. Dhanvantri Vijay. Dharanidharan AS. Darshini M. Darshan Sriram M. Ilakya S. Gayatri R. Gayatri S.A., Getsi Gloria S.P., Gunavarma S., Gokul Somasundaram, Gokula Krishna S., Guhan P., Hariharan S., Haripriya S., Harish Jayant N.A., Harshram S., Hema Varshini S., Jakula Mohit Krishna, Jaya Harini, Jayantini M.E., Jerry Johnson, Joseph Robbins Daniel, Jyotsana K., Kavya R., Kanimoli E., Karki M., Kavya R., Kavya N., Kirtisri S., Madhuleka R., Manjusri M., Manoj Kumar B., Mita Naidu, Mohana Devi R. Monish S. Mrudula Devi M. Muhil Shankar A. Nageshri. Nairutayam. Nandakumar K. Nandini R. Nandini D. Nandanarayana G. Nasreen Banu Sheikh Abdullah. Nesavigan B. Nevin Prem T. E. Niranjana K. Nishchita D. Niveda S.K. Param Akash V.V. Parameshwaran G. Pavitra P. Pooja N.M. Pooja S. Pranesh C. Prasanna Kumar S. Pradhaban S. Praveen Kumar K. Priyanka M. Raghavaraj C. Raghunath R. Ramya V. Ranjit Kumar E. Renu Kumar R. Rishika Narayanan. Rupadarshini S. Safia Banu M. Sai Subhashini SK. Sakti Maheshwaran AN. Saktivel M. Samyukta SG. Sanjay M. Sanmadi Priya CR. Santosh Subramanian V. Sarojini A. Satyan Gandhi K. Srinivasan N. Sitaraman V. Sitesh R. Shafiq Ansari M.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma. Shyam Arshan AS. Shyam Sundar VP. Srila Iyer S. Sri Agasthian MR. Soumya M. Soundarya P. Soundarya K. Sri Vishnu S. Sudarshan K.A. Sukirta D. Tarani Darshini K.M. Darshini M.R. Tejaswani K. Udayakumar V.S. Vasudevan L. Vasundhara C. Veeracholan G.D. Vignesh N. Vignesh S.K. Vishnuvardhan M. Arabi Kalyani P.K. Abhinaya N. Monish Khanna N.I. Nikhil Kritik B. Pon Pranesh S. Pranav Anandan. So it's Prasanna Kumar. Sanjay A. Shivaranjan S. I thank the dignitaries. I request them to please be seated.
Now, we shall now proceed with one of the most solemn and meaningful moments of the ceremony, the administration of the graduates' pledge. This pledge symbolizes the graduates' commitment to uphold the dignity, ethics, compassion, and responsibility of the noble medical profession as they step forward to serve humanity. Now I invite our Dean Academics, Professor M.G. Sridhar, to administer the pledge to the graduating students of batch 2020.
Vanakkam, good evening and namaste. With the permission of the chair, I will now administer a pledge to the graduating doctors. This is a modern day modified Hippocratic oath. All the graduating doctors are requested to rise from their seats. Please make sure that the tassel of your cap is on the left. As a student, you would have it on your right, and once you graduate, you push it to the left. Also, make sure you have your right hand across your chest as you take the oath, which I shall read in small parts of sentences, and please repeat after me. I solemnly pledge to use my knowledge for the welfare of mankind. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patients. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. I will maintain by all means the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. Never mind, I'll read it again. I will maintain by all means the honor and noble traditions of the medical profession. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, and race, gender or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. The health of my patient will be my first consideration. I shall not harm any patient for the sake of monetary or selfish gains. I will maintain confidentiality of sensitive information that the patients confide in me. I will constantly endeavor to update my knowledge for the betterment of my patients. I will treat my colleagues with respect and dignity. I will attend to my own health, well-being and abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Yeah, thank you. I hope you will be able to live by the oath in letter and spirit. Congratulations and all the best. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the KMCH 2020 batch. Thank you very much.
Please be seated. Congratulations once again to the graduating class of 2020. It is a proud moment for you and your parents. And as you step forward into a professional journey, may you continue to heal with compassion, serve with humility, and lead with integrity. As we come close to this memorable and prestigious occasion, it is time to express our heartfelt gratitude to all the parents, faculty who have led from front to make you achieve this dream, and to all those who contributed in making this evening truly special from the administration side also. I now invite our Vice Principal, Professor Dr. Jeevithan, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this memorable occasion. Today is a proud moment for our graduates, their parents, teachers, and for our institution. First and foremost, I thank the Almighty for His blessings and grace. I respectfully extend my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved chairman, Dr. Nallaji Palaniswamy. As a doctor and visionary leader, his dream of creating a center of excellence in medical education and healthcare continues to guide every step of KMCH IHSR. Sir, we are deeply grateful for your inspiring leadership, constant encouragement, and commitment to quality medical education. Thank you, sir. I also place on record our sincere thanks to our Vice Chairman, Dr. Davamani D. Palaniswamy, though she is not able to join us today. Her support, guidance, and encouragement have always been a great strength to this institution. It's my privilege to thank our distinguished Chief Guest, Padma Shri Dr. Ravi Kannan, for honoring us with his presence. Sir, your relentless service to cancer patients in the Northeast is truly inspiring. Your words and your life's work will remain a great motivation for our young doctors. Thank you for gracing the occasion, sir. I extend my respectful thanks to our director, Dr. Purani Palaniswamy, for gracing this occasion. Thank you, ma'am. I sincerely thank our executive director, Dr. Arun N. Palaniswamy, for his dynamic leadership, administrative support, and continuous efforts in taking the institution forward. His commitment, timely decisions, and constant encouragement have contributed to the smooth functioning and progress of our institution. Thank you, sir. I sincerely thank our Director of Health Sciences, Dr. T.P. Kalanadi, retired Director of Medical Education. Sir, you have been a pillar of support, guiding us throughout with your vast experience and wisdom. We are truly grateful for your wisdom, guidance, affectionate support, and constant encouragement. Thank you, sir. I extend my thanks to our Dean, Dr. Ravi Kumar, AVSM, for his able leadership and constant efforts in strengthening academics, discipline, and institutional growth. Thank you, sir. I thank our Dean Academics, Dr. M.G. Sridhar, for guiding the academic activities of the institution on ensuring that our students receive strong academic support and mentoring. Thank you, sir. I thank our Medical Superintendent, Dr. Ram Kumar, who is superannuating on this very day. Sir, this occasion gives us an opportunity not only to thank you but also to honor your dedicated service. Your contribution to patient care, hospital administration, and clinical learning has been invaluable. We wish you good health, happiness, and a peaceful retired life. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to all the heads of departments, professors, faculty members, residents, and non-teaching staff. Your dedication, mentoring, and guidance have shaped these young graduates into confident doctors. This day is also a celebration of your hard work. Thank you all. I would like to specially thank our CEO, Mr. Karthikeyan, the main force behind the smooth conduct of every event in our institution. Sir, your planning, coordination, and behind-the-scenes effort have made this ceremony graceful and memorable. Thank you, sir. I also extend my thanks to former DPH, Dr. Kolande Swami, our COO, Mr. Sivakumaran, our DF, Mr. Gopalakrishnan, Dr. Madhavi, Principal Nursing College, Mr. Muthusamy, Mr. Tamil Selvan, Mr. Ranjit, Mr. Ponmani, and other Board of Directors for gracing this occasion. Thank you all, not all. A big thanks to marketing, purchase, admin, transport, catering, security, electrical, housekeeping, maintenance, photography, stage and audio visual teams, and the student volunteers, and also the faculty volunteers for their wonderful behind-the-screen efforts. Your hard work ensured everything ran smoothly, and we are deeply appreciative of your contributions. Thank you all. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the parents of our graduating doctors. Your trust, patience, sacrifices, and support have played a major role in the success of your children. Today, your pride is well deserved. To our dear graduating doctors, congratulations. This day marks not only the completion of your MBBS journey, but also the beginning of a greater responsibility. May you carry forward the values of knowledge, compassion, ethics, and service to humanity. Finally, I thank everyone here for being a part of this celebration and for making this day truly memorable. Thank you all.
I now request our beloved chairman to kindly declare the graduation ceremony dissolved.
I dissolve this graduation ceremony. Thank you for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
I request the dignitaries on the dais kindly be seated for the photograph session. I now invite the medal winners to kindly come forward to the stage for a photograph with the dignitaries on the dais. I now invite all the graduating students to kindly come forward to the stage for the group photograph. I now request all the heads of the departments to kindly come forward to the stage for a photograph with the dignitaries on the dais. An announcement to the parents and the families. The dinner has been arranged for the families outside the auditorium hall. Now we are preparing for the departure of the academic procession. I request the parents please remain in your places. And when the academic procession is about to leave, I request everyone please rise and stand in silence.
Dear parents and new graduates, faculty, please be seated as the ceremony is dissoluted. Now there will be a procession, receding procession. Till when that is taking place, please rise for that. Please also note, dinner is served outside and there are volunteers to guide you to that respective enclosures for faculty, students with their parents and all others. Thank you.